Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys week 3 of the WBE Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi Draft League. This week, the Minnesota Vikavolts are taking on the Colorado Rapid Spins. My man Haydunn. Haydunn is actually probably my favorite YouTuber or PokeTuber of all time. I used to watch this guy like over the last 8 years, watching his Wi-Fi battles, man. Big fan of Haydunn, and I'm really excited that he's in the league. I get to throw down against him right now in WBE, but we've had a bit of a rough start to the season. We actually lost our two first battles. We're in last place in the entire league, and this could not have gone any worse than I don't know how it could have gone any worse. But if we could win today, then things kind of turn around, right? He's 1-1, so if we win this game, we'll be even with him. But there's 6 out of the 10 teams make playoffs, so there's still plenty of time to make up ground here. But I'm starting to get a little nervous, so let's try not to lose this one. But hit that like button down below if you guys are enjoying the Wi-Fi battle leagues. And again, this league is just for fun, man. I'm gonna try to do my best, and I've been playing a little poorly lately. But let's talk about Haydunn's team here real quick. Let's run through the matchup here. First thing he's got is a Mega Gyarados, which is absolutely a monstrous threat. Probably one of the best Pokemon. He had second pick, I had third pick. I was gonna take Gyarados if he didn't take it. It's just like one of the best, man. There's only a few dark types in the format. This thing is an absolute monster. It can't set up with Dragon Dance, but it has just a flurry of different options in terms of coverage moves. I expect him to bring an offensive set though. I think he could bring something like Crunch and Earthquake, Rock Slide, and that would be really problematic for my team. Machamp is actually the key to this match. I'm hoping he just doesn't bring it, but Machamp is the one thing on his team that can live a +2 Swords Dance attack from Pinsir, and that's gonna be my entire strategy this game. My strategy is basically figure out a way to weaken that Machamp just about 20%, 15-20% at all costs, whatever it takes. Get my Pinsir in, click Swords Dance, and win the game. Hopefully that's what happens. If that doesn't happen, I don't know. But Machamp is just a monster because it can actually take the Earthquake from +2 Pinsir. It takes a good amount of damage from it, like 70 to 90%, 75 to 90, so we got to get a little bit of damage off on that thing. ALOLA and Sand Slash is kind of annoying because Steel and Ice type Pokemon has to run Iron Tail. There's no Iron Head. Dragonite, obviously, huge threat because it could just click Outrage. It's a very, very powerful Dragon type Pokemon, and there's not a ton of good things that switch into that. It also could have coverage like Earthquake and stuff like that. Arcanine, very bulky fire type Pokemon that could just be annoying in general. Alolan Golem, which is one of his stealth rock setters alongside Sand Slash. Alolan Golem, of course, can set those rocks, and it can hit pretty hard with those electric and a rock type move. Tangela is just a bulky grass type Pokemon that can Sleep Powder or Leech Seed. Tentacruel, very annoying because it slows down my Cloyster in this match with its poison and water typing. Raticate is just a fast normal type, but his team is actually really slow, which we'll talk about in a second. And Parasite is very, very slow, but it does get Spore and can put things to sleep. His team is incredibly slow. The fastest thing being that Arcanine, I think, at 95 base speed. Otherwise, it'd be Gyarados at 81, and then Dragonite. Tentacruel actually hits 100, but still a very slow team. So let's talk about my team and what I'm going to bring. You can see the 6 that I expect him to bring. Sand Slash, Alolan, and Golem are kind of interchangeable, but I think the other ones make a lot of sense there. But let's talk about my team. So I'm going to be bringing my Thanos here, my Pinsir. Same set as I've pretty much been bringing. The Jolly Max Attack, Max Speed set. Well, I guess there's no EVs, but X's are Rock Slide, Swords Dance, Earthquake. Again, if I get a Swords Dance up, I one-shot the entire team except for Machamp. Rock Slide kills Dragonite, X-Scissor kills Gyarados, Earthquake kills Tentacruel. Like, you can go down the list. It just one-shots everything except for Machamp, so that's going to be a really core part of our strategy. We've got our Modest Alakazam this week, Psychic, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and Reflect. Now, this is part of our strategy, right? Pinsir is very susceptible to those Rock Slides in this game, but if I can get that Reflect up, that almost guarantees that I can get that Rock Slide up later, or I'm sorry, that I can live that Rock Slide later and get up our Swords Dance. So, Sabrina is going to be faster than his entire team. I can run Modest and still be faster than everything. It's also a good option to, like, kind of weaken his team down. He's got a couple good switch-ins to stuff, but D-Gleam does 50-60% to your Dragonites and your Gyaradoses and stuff like that. But really, this thing is meant to come in, get up that fast Reflect. If it dies, that's fine. I go into Pinsir, I set up Swords Dance, and hopefully win the game. We've got our Cloyster here, same one as last week, man. Self-Destruct, Hydro Pump, Shell Smash, and Ice Beam. Pretty standard stuff, man. This kind of is a weird matchup for Cloyster because defensively it's really good against things like the Dragonite and stuff like that because it's very bulky, but the problem is he's got a number of things that can take on my Hydro Pump and my Ice Beam, primarily being that Gyarados and the Tentacruel, but that's what Self-Destruct is for. So we've also got our Wigglytuff here making its debut. We've got Reflect again. You can see the strategy. His team is very physically offensive. Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam, and Light Screen, so I do have both options there. Flamethrower is really nice for things like Tangela, Alola, and Sand Slash on the switch in, and then Dazzling Gleam is going to hit super effectively against a lot of different things. I've also got Nidoqueen here, which is a jolly max speed Nidoqueen. I'm running max speed Nidoqueen in case he decides to run like Adamant or, you know, Adamant on his Gyarados or his Dragonite. That allows me to outspeed those Pokemon, so I figured it was worth putting the speed into it. And I am running a physically offensive set, so I decided Poison Jab, Ice Punch, and Earthquake, because Ice Punch actually does about the same as Ice Beam to Dragonite, so I felt like that was good. And there's obviously Stealth Rocks there. And then Vaporeon is last but not least. Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Reflect. Vaporeon has kind of a weird matchup. It's meant to just be a defensive sponge and kind of set up that Reflect again for the rest of the team. So you can see our core strategy there, man. It's really, like I said, it really revolves around Pinsir. So keep those rocks off the field, get them up myself, chip down the Machamp, get Reflect up, get Swords Dance up, and win the game. That's our strategy. It may be harder than it sounds, so we're going to do our best, but it should be a fun match nevertheless. I'm going to get connected to Haydunn here. We're going to throw down and hopefully pick up our first win of WBE. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee League. I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, guys, we're here. Let's find out what 6 he's bringing. Looks like I pretty much nailed it, right? We got Tiny Wayne, Skull Cuts, Goro, Shrimp, Tony, and LL Cruel J. Loving it, but we did predict the 6, so not too shabby there. I have to decide what I want to lead with, and this is such a tough lead decision because I'm definitely not leading Pinsir, I'm definitely not leading Alakazam, and I can't lead Vaporeon in case he leads Gyarados and has Substitute. So that leaves me with Cloyster, which can simply Shell Smash against a lot of things, and then boom. Or I could lead with Wigglytuff, which can be okay, but if he leads Sand Slash, I'm in trouble. And I could lead Nidoqueen, which is solid against a couple things, but not very good against Gyarados. And I'm really feeling like Gyarados is such a likely lead in this matchup, and it makes me super concerned. So I'm leaning towards either Jade or Pearl Jam. I think I'm gonna lead with Jade because I think Jade is like my least useful member, and I can always Flamethrower the Sand Slash. Now I'm obviously at a huge risk if the Sand Slash comes in and he legitimately just clicks Iron Tail and hits it, but I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. So let's lead with Jade here. Hope he doesn't lead Sand Slash, and hope I can either set up a Reflect or a Flamethrower or Dazzling Gleam or something like that. I think Gyarados is a really good lead for him though, so that's what I'm thinking he's going to lead with because it really matches up well against my Nidoqueen. It matches up against a lot of things that can kind of slow down Cloyster, etc. But quick matches here. Let's see how it goes, man. Like I said, it's been a rough start to the season, but he's going to lead with Shrimp, so he does lead with the Gyarados, which is exactly what I expected. So I have the freedom here to do a couple things. I can set up a Reflect. I can also just go for a Dazzling Gleam. I really like the Reflect play because it allows me to sponge hits from everything, and I can simply Reflect, take a hit, and then if he goes Sand Slash or something like that, I can kind of handle that. So I'm just going to click Reflect here. That's going to be my play. And he's probably going to, I mean, he could Mega Evolve and take a Dazzling Gleam, which does like 45%. So he's going to switch out. You might go Slash here. Or Tentacruel. He's going to go Cold Cuts, which is going to be the Slash. I wanted to Flamethrower so bad, but that was not a risk I was willing to take. So that's fine. I get my Reflect up, which means I can take on this Sand Slash pretty well. And now I can actually freely just Flamethrower, which is kind of cool. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make the very obvious play here, just Flamethrower. If he wants to go Tentacruel, that's fine. He's going to get up his rocks, but that was an issue. I did not want him to get up his rocks. Not a whole lot I could do about it at this point. I would have had to make a top tier prediction there. But I can get a Flamethrower off here. That is going to most likely knock this thing out. And Wigglytuff actually secures a kill. So Wiggly kills Slash with Flamethrower. And honestly, I trade basically rocks for Sand Slash, and I'm sure he's okay with that. I mean, it's kind of a bummer for me. I would have, like I said, I would have preferred to get no rocks up, but here comes Tentacruel. Again, this thing is a monster threat for me because I just don't have a lot of options to deal with it. For me, I feel like I think I have to go, what do I go into here? He's going to go for a Poison move. I think I have to go Cersei. I really have nothing for this thing, honestly. Sabrina's really good in the fact that I could bring it in and just go for a Psychic. I have very limited options against this thing. I feel like he goes for the Sludge Bomb, though. I'm going to go Sabrina here and just go on the offensive because he has no real good switch-ins to a Psychic at this point, and I can weaken this thing quite a bit. So I'll have to take a Sludge Bomb in the process, but I'm confident in the fact that Sabrina can take one because my special defense isn't terrible. So let's see what he goes for here. He doesn't get knockoff, obviously, in this, so he just goes for the Sludge Bomb. So I could have went Nidoqueen, but we take that pretty well, actually. Puts me at about 50%. I could just Psychic now, though, because, again, he hasn't Mega Evolved. He hasn't Mega Evolved his Gyarados yet, so Psychic is actually going to do a solid chunk to anything that comes in here, and it really threatens the Tentacruel. And I could call mine and stuff too, but because that Gyarados is at full health, it's really not worth it. So to me, just going for a Psychic here is really good. He's probably going to live this, but I can weaken him a lot with this. Yeah, I do. There's a chance I live this Sludge Bomb, though. In fact, I think I do. I do, but he snags the poison, dude. Ah, he snagged the poison, dude. And that's gonna knock me out. Okay, so Cruel kills Zam with Sludge Bomb Poison, which really stinks, actually. That really, really stinks. Okay, so I pretty much have to go Thanos here now. And I have to do... He's gonna Ice Beam me. I can't do Thanos. I have to go... What do I go into? Oxygen, probably. Or Pearl Jam and set up. Pearl Jam and set up isn't bad because I can Shell Smash and then take a hit. And then on the following turn, I think I have to do that. I have to go Pearl Jam here. Shell Smash, take a hit. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna go Pearl Jam. I'm pretty sure I can take a Sludge Bomb from this thing. After Rocks and Shell Smash will be faster. So let's go for the Shell Smash here. Yeah, because I can knock him out at this range with Ice Beam. So he's gonna Mega Drain. I did not expect Mega Drain. I did not expect Mega Drain, dude. Cruel, I just threw this game away again, dude. Like, Cruel kills Cloyster with Mega Drain. I just threw this game away again, dude. I forgot that he gets Mega Drain, to be honest. Forgot all about it. Ah, dude. Alright, let's go Cersei and click Earthquake. He could just go Dragonite, though. Oh, man, dude. What is going on right now? Like, I get poison on my Alakazam. I would have been in such a good spot, dude. I would have been in such a good spot. I gotta take a Surf. Oh, dude, he's gonna Scald. That's fine. Don't burn me, though. Like, please don't burn me, dude. Okay, that's fine. Nido Queen kills Tentacruel with EQ. Dude, I just threw that away, man. Dude, I'm getting so irritated, man. It's such a struggle. Okay, we still have a chance. I gotta get that Machamp weakened out, though. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have to bank on a flinch with Rock Slide from Pinsir, I think. And what do I even Dragon Dance against, or Swords Dance against? Maybe Gyarados. Probably have to do it against the Gyarados. But now he just goes into his own Gyarados, I assume. Maybe he goes Machamp here and I get really lucky. He could just go Arcanine too. He's got a lot of options. I'm gonna have to... Alright, well I can freely Toxic things now. He's gonna go Shrimp, okay. So I just have to let him knock me out here. I'm leaning towards going for Rocks. Because if I'm faster, then I at least get Rocks up. I think I go for Rocks here. Yeah, let's go for Rocks. Maybe I'm faster. If he's not max speed, I am faster, so... he's gonna stay in. Okay, so I legit just threw away my Cloyster for no reason, man. I really needed that thing. That was like one of my best ways to do with Dragonite. Please be faster, though. No, he's faster. He goes for Crunch. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just have to get lucky, man. Gyarados kills Queen with Crunch. Okay, I can go Wiggly, and I can set up Reflect. Yeah, I think I go Wiggly and set up Reflect here. And just try to find my opening to get my Pinsir in to win the game. That's really what it comes down to, man. That's what this game has come down to from the beginning. So let's go for Reflect. If that Arcanine is special, though, then my Reflect is pointless. So that's the other thing I have to deal with. Oh, dude. Frustrating. I threw that thing away, man. Cloyster actually would have been really useful because he is out of switch-ins. Here comes Tony the Tiger. Obvious switch-in is obvious. I get my Reflect up, that's fine. I can at least find out if he's special or not. I can go into my Vaporeon here and Toxic something, so we could try to keep this game at least somewhat closer. And you know, my Swords Dance has to be against... I mean, I have to have the screen up either way, so it shouldn't really matter. But let's see what he goes for here. He's probably gonna be... Hopefully he's physical. He's gonna Toxic, okay. So that leads me to believe he's defensive. I get Toxic myself here, so he may just go Gyarados, which is fine. I'm just gonna Toxic myself, though. I really gotta get that Machamp in, but I feel like he knows that. I feel like he knows I gotta do that. I'm gonna go for Toxic. I have Reflect, so I feel good against a lot of things right now. Assuming this thing is not special, and it doesn't get Wild Charge, so it doesn't have an electric move. Could have Solar Beam, I guess. I don't know. I think it gets Solar Beam. He could have Solar Beam. Actually, Solar Beam would kind of wreck me right now. Not gonna lie. Solar Beam would kind of wreck me right now. Alright, well, we Toxic, because he doesn't... His two, Toxic Absorbers are gone. I just need that Machamp to come in, dude. Just bring the Machamp in. I don't think he's gonna make that mistake. So basically what it's gonna mean is I'm gonna have to rock slide the Machamp, flinch, and then earthquake kill, or earthquake crit the Machamp is my other play. Those are my two options. And I think the rock slide flinch play is not a super solid strategy. It's not gonna do a lot of damage, so maybe I get lucky and he'll miss. Oh, he's got flamethrower, so he is special, so that's something to make note of too, which means I'm gonna need to keep my Wiggly doing its thing. I'm gonna hit my Toxic here. Okay, so that's really important that he's special Arcanine, because that means Wiggly needs to set up Light Screen if I'm gonna set up in front of the Arcanine. But I Toxic'd it. Scald would have been the better play, but that's okay. I feel like he just stays in here and just continues to do what he's doing. So I'm just gonna Scald now for damage. We can really weaken him, and Wiggly can take one hit from him at least, so I'm gonna go for the Scald now. And if he goes Gyarados, then whatever, I'll potentially have a chance to burn him, so if I could burn the Gyarados, that means I could set up on that thing too. And like I said, there's always a chance that he misses a Rock Slide as well on Pinsir, which could give Pinsir the chance to hold it down. He's gonna switch out this time. Go Machamp. Tiny Wings. That's the Dragonite. Okay. So he's gonna probably just switch around and wear down Toxic here. A burn would be so incredibly tremendous right now. Yes, that was big. Okay. So he probably just lets this thing go down if I had to guess. I don't know how much Reflect I have left though. But this could be my opportunity to set up. So I think I Toxic in the case he switches again. Or I Scald again and hope for a burn. Does it show me how many turns of Reflect I have? I don't think it does. So I have no idea if my Reflect's actually up or not, which is awkward. But it's okay, I can set up on this thing. So let's go for the Ice Beam. Let's just play it safe. He's gonna Thunderbolt. Oh, he's a special Dragonite. Okay. And he crits me. Okay. Dragonite kills Vape with T-Bolt. Okay, so I have to, yeah, there goes my Reflect. So I have to go Jade here. I have to get up a Light Screen, and then I have to go Pinsir, and then we have to somehow figure out how to get around that Machamp, but I knew that was gonna be my struggle this entire time, is that Machamp. So let's set up a Light Screen in case he stays in. That'll allow my Pinsir to come in, and maybe I'll get lucky and Pinsir can take 2 T-Bolts. And Dragonite's got pretty good special attack, so let's see. I'm doing my best here. He's gonna T-Bolt. See how much this does. 163 down to 101. Okay. So I get my Light Screen up. It's fine. I can get a Reflective as well. But I'm almost thinking, yeah, I'm gonna Reflect and then I'm gonna just knock him out. Because he doesn't really have anything that wants to switch in. I mean, he could bring an Arcanine, but that's fine. I'm gonna just go, I think if I'm him, he just goes Arcanine though. I'm gonna Reflect. If I'm him, I just go Arcanine here. He has no reason to stay in with this thing. I didn't get Rocks up, so I have no way to punish him. Okay, so we have, I'm gonna count Light Screen and Reflect. So we have 4 turns left, and we're gonna have 4 turns and 3 turns after this turn. So after this turn, we'll have 4 and 3. Yeah, he's gonna switch into Arcanine. Yep, okay. Very safe play. He's probably got, well, he had Toxic on it, so maybe he doesn't have, whatever it's called. That's the thing, I'm just burning through my turns here. And there's not a whole lot I could do against this guy. I should have doubled into Pinsir. That would have been the next God-tier play, but I don't know what his full set is, so I didn't really have the best options. Dazzling Gleam. Alright, and then we're going to be down to 2 of Light Screen and 3 of Reflect after this turn. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. I'm going to have to get a crit on the Machamp to have a chance. It just came down to, it's going to come down to that. Or I Rock Slide Flinch, hit the Flinch. He's going to Willow, so he knows that he just needs to burn turns here or keep me from going into Pinsir, but that's okay. So we got 2 of Light Screen. He does have Willow though, and that's a big deal, the fact that he's got Willow, because that means he can just beat my Pinsir as well. So a couple things going for him here. Willow and Toxic on this thing. Okay, after this turn we have just the 2 of Light Screen and the 3 of Reflect. He just needs to count him out really. I'll D-Gleam again. So if he's smart, he just doubles in, like double attacks me. I feel like he wins just with that. So another decimation, dude. This format is not working for me, man. I don't know what it is. He knows that he just has to Flamethrower twice, because the first one, I just need to die here somehow. Crit me. That was actually the best case scenario. That was actually the best case scenario that it crit me there. Because I think I have 1 turn left of screen. Okay, well, my play is the same no matter what. I have to hope that he misses. Either he goes for a Willow and misses, he Toxic and misses, he Flamethrowers, doesn't burn me, and then I have to get hacks on the Machamp. So, we got the situation we wanted, sort of. Sort of got the situation we wanted. Maybe I'll get lucky he switches. He's not gonna switch, there's no way. Alright, maybe he misses Willow. Maybe he misses Willow, but again, it's the same thing with the Machamp. It's the same issue. So, if he Willows, then I definitely lose the game and hits it. If he hits the Willow, then I definitely lose the game. So, he goes for Willow. He does hit it. So that's gonna be game. I can SD again, but the problem is I won't be able to live another hit. So, if I had Facade right now, and I thought about running Facade too, I really did, but I think my light screen ends here. Please have 1 more turn of screen. Okay, so I'm out of screen, so I have to pretty much just attack here. So I have to Rock Slide and hope he misplays somehow. I don't know. I don't know if there's any other way around this. I think I just lost. Yeah. I don't see any reason why he keeps this thing. I don't want to Earthquake and then him go Dragonite, but I'm just going to do it, so. Alright, well, Pinsir gets his first kill, I think. Pinsir kills Arcanine with EQ. And Machamp can just come in. I think I have to SD. What do I do? Flinch hacks, maybe? Just go for some flinches. Flinch to death. I mean, I can beat the Gyarados. I could probably beat the Dragonite. But I just have to hack him out here. A couple things that didn't go our way, man. One, I choked the Mega Drain on the... he knows that his Goro is just going to stop me here. I choked the Mega Drain hardcore, you know. I'm going to Rock Slide, hope for flinches. I choked the Mega Drain hardcore on the Cloyster. That was a big deal, because I really needed that. I really needed that. Can I get a flinch, though? No, he's going to Rock Slide. He hits it. That's game. Good game, man. Machamp kills Pinsir with a Rock Slide. Dude, it's just not going well for me, man. This is just not going well for me, guys. I don't know what else to say or do. Like, I'm trying, I'm breeding my teams or whatever. I'm training the teams up. I'm building as best as I can, and every match is just going absolutely dreadful, dude. I just continue to get decimated. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, that Sludge Bomb poison was really unfortunate because it cost me my Cloyster, it cost me momentum with my Alakazam. Like, Alakazam would have been able to knock out the Tentacruel and then hit something else really hard, even if I sacrificed at that point, and that just would have been so advantageous there. But that's the game we play, man. What are you gonna do? Like, I tried to find the opportunity to get Pinsir into SD, and I just couldn't do it. I choked the Cloyster away. That's 1,000,000% my bad, but I don't know why I didn't think of Mega Drain, dude. What are you gonna do, dude? What are you gonna do, man? We'll try to bounce back next week. I have no idea who we play, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Congrats to Haydunn, man. He's a great player and a good friend of mine, so I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.